Mars and all 12 houses. So, what is Mars? Mars is a planet of action. This is your warriorness that's within you. Everybody has a warriorness within themselves. So, it's all about what you will take action for, what you will react to. And so now I'm about to break it down when I go into the houses. And so this it deal with the self and also your energy, your life force. And it's the Mars energy and also your sexity. So Mars is that aggressive, that powerful planet that go get it. And so when Mars is in the first house, you a straight Aries, basically. But basically, when you got Mars in your first house, this is yourself, this is your face, this is your feature, this is your head. And so Mars is how you take action. And you're the type who fun loving, who create your own fun, who are a planner, who good at helping people, and you will serve people, and you don't want help. You feel so strong that sometimes you will not receive other people help because part of your warriorness is that you feel that you are it, not nobody else. And so this is sometimes where you can go wrong. So it's good to self help from others, but most likely you know that you are the individual who creates your own reality and event. You invent things. You're like a trendsetter who creates your own way. An example of what confidence is. An example of what I don't care is. You don't care what nobody think of you because you're the source. You're powerful. And you walk in a life as a warrior. People can see that strongness in you. And so you got people want to imitate you, your scrim, and they love it. But you also got those who hate it. Those who hate the fire that you bring because the fire that you bring is so powerful. And some wish they have it. And so you got Aries in the first house, you basically got the traits of an Aries. Basically, no matter what your rising sign is, if it's in the first house, you got some parts of you that's like an Aries trait. Because Mars in the first house, the self. So it's all about the self. The way you move gonna be about the self. And you're not gonna let nobody attack yourself because you're a fighter. And you fight emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all around. You're a fighter. You don't give up. There ain't no such thing as giving up. You don't even know what giving up is. And on the downside though, you quick temper. Yes, very explosive tongue. Yes, very nasty, and it could chop down anybody and make anybody feel bad. And so with this being said, when you got Mars in the first house, this is about your individual self. The way you live, you're not bored. You don't like being bored. You fun loving. So bored rub you the wrong way. You energetic, so you don't get too much sleep. Maybe 3-4 hours of sleep, and you back at whatever you got your mind set on. Basically, I don't care if it's on writing, if it's on knowledge, if it's on teaching, if it's on going to get what you're trying to get, if it's on the job, whatever job or occupation that your mind on, that's what you would take action about. You're a take action person, and you're very impulsive, which means that you take action before you think. So it's wise for you to sometimes sit back and think before you take action, because sometimes you make the wrong move by being so quickly. And when you get too bored, you're the type who like to start up something, which means you can start trouble without even knowing because you like to start up something. Even the argument, a debate, you like life to be life. You don't like to sit there and quietness go by because you like things to flow and you like action and you like to see activities going. And so you're very active and you're the sports person, the fighter who could be a boxer, anything like that. But also you're the type who's very generous, very giving, but on your own, only on your own terms, nobody else's terms. So only way you'll give is when you want to give. I mean, you can seem selfish because you could be that type. But if you can balance it out and show other people some love where people can also give you some love, you'll win. When you become one with everyone and don't go against everybody's thoughts and ignore everybody, you will win. If you sit there and listen to everybody. But you the type, your word is everything. Your mind is everything. You got a quick fire mind, quick fire intelligence. Your intuition is what you live by on a daily basis because you go by your own internal self. You don't care what that book say, and you don't care about diving deep into the knowledge because that's too long for you. You like things to operate quickly and fastly. That's the fire energy because you don't like to be bored. After a while, it get boring, and then you could abandon it. So you can start something and don't finish it. But you also could finish it, but it's up to you because you're very persistent and determined. And so now, it's all about yourself, the way you take action. And the way you take action is you create fun for your family and your friends, and you'll fight for them also. and also for yourself. So boom. Now, you got Mars in the second house. And this is my placement. This is about what you value. It's all about what you value, your principles, and also about your possessions. And so what you value is very important because the way you think is what you're going to believe in and fight for. If you value knowledge, you will go for it and you'll be the best because you want to win at everything you do. So if you value taking care of the family, you would do that. Everything that you want to do is according to your self-worth, which means when you got Mars there, your confidence. I mean, it's all about you. That confidence, that strength. You ain't gonna let nobody come against you. I don't care who it is, a preacher, a doctor, anybody. It could be the president, anybody who come against you. You stand strong in it because you think that you are it. You're the ultimate source. And also, what you value, it depends on what you value, is what will make you. Because what you value, you put your all in, you persistence in it. And what you possess materially, because it's the house of material possession, it's going to be beautiful. And you like the best thing because it's the house of Taurus. And so this is the energy that you like the best. You like everything that's beautiful. And so your whole surrounding will be beautiful. Even if you don't have $1, you'll make a way. Because that's the go-getter energy you got in you. You'll find a way to put the hustle on. Anybody who like take what's yours materially, you'll fight for it. And you probably even die for it, some of you. And so this is what you go hard for, your possessions. And also your family, those who come against your family because you feel like they're part of you. Because part of you be like a possession, but really not a possession, but it's sort of like a possession. Like what's mine, you don't play about. It could be your kids, your family, your wife. You would die about. You go ham on. So with that being said, when I say ham, I mean wow. So it's all about what you value in this house, and it's all about your self-worth, and your worth is to the highest. You feel that you are it. You express your sexity in a beautiful way because this is that Venus effect. And when you think of something, you will apply it because this is the Mars energy. When you think of something like a design, because this house creativity also, you be a great creative artist. You put fire and carrying it out in an earthly way because it's the house of the earth with the Venus effect. So this makes you have inner fire within your earthly body. So you got the earthly body within inside of you, which is the material self. You got that fire within you, so you can feel when something ain't right. So it makes you more an empath, a Venus empath. But the thing is, you'll take action according to the way you feel, because it's the fire. Mars take action. Mars don't back down, and so even like Mars in the first house, Mars don't back down in the first house by anybody. So is the second house, and so you be combative when it comes to the people who you love. When it comes to your beautiful possessions, which you don't like to share, because you the type when you buy a hamburger and somebody asks you somebody asks you for a piece of it, you'll be the type who say, "Here come $1. I want you. You don't want to share yours. It's all about you. This is yours." You say, "Here come $1. Go get your own," because you don't want to share yours. See what I'm saying? You don't want to share because this is yours. So whatever your possession is, you would die for and go hard about. But also on the downside, you can be a go-getter and do anything for material possessions. Almost anything, even to the animal level of your sexity, using sex as a tool and as a weapon. But also, Mars is very sexy, very sensual, and you love it and you express it that way. You the type who will talk about sex because you don't care. You just don't care. Mars don't care. You got the warrior in this your warrior energy in the second house is what you value. Whatever you value, you'll go hard for it. And so you like nature, you love nature, so you would love to do adventurous things in an earthly way, practical way. You're very practical, so you don't like to hear that. You don't like to hear that illusionary thinking because you're very practical. And security means a lot to you, so you make sure that your surrounding is protected because this is part of your values. So you got Mars in the second house. It's all about what you value. It's all about getting that money, all about your finances. So you be good when it comes to money and finances. So you could be a finance counselor or advisor. But also, you the type to spend all your money because you like to spend. And when you spend big or on what you want. And what you want, you go get. Because it's that warrior mentality. And you do anything to get what you want. And you won't let nothing stop you from achieving to getting what you want. And so this that warrior energy. It's all about your possessions, all about what you value. It could be you can value family, you can value your divinity or your spiritual self. And if you value that, you go hard about. So that being said, because this is that Mars in the second house, it's about what you value right here. And it's all about love right here. And you love in a practical way. So you would be a great giver. You give this, give that. But also you could be a type who take from others because you're all about your possession, all about having things. Right here, I have in this house. So be aware of that. So you make a great impact where you can feel people's emotions and the energy through your body. You can feel the pain. You can feel through your body. So you're receptive, physical empath. Now, when you got Mars in the third house, it's all about what you think. And so it's all about your expression, all about how you think, which is the quick, fast way. This that Mercury vibes, Gemini Mercury vibes. This is the house of Gemini. So the way you think will be quick, fast. And you would like to do a variety. Stay moving, stay active. Because what you think, you'll take action with the Mars energy. You go to war about and fight about. And you're very compatible with that tongue. I mean, very combative with that tongue. Very combative with that tongue, which means you'll go to war. Like it could be a discussion. You would debate, and you love it. You're the type who love debate, who love to prove your point, who would like this like war to you, combat when somebody coming against you. And so also the way you express yourself will be like in a way that's not the normal. You think outside of the box and think differently. So you're very creative. So you got the creative expression right here. And so this is the house that's very good at creating things, good at the arts, good at music, good at designing things. And you will take action. If you think of music, you will go for it and take action. You will actually put into the work to take action because it's Mars in the third house. And this house is the house of intelligence and the house of communication and the house of expression and the house that deal with the Mercury energy of analytical thoughts. So you got a quick observant mind. So you can observe an area quickly and solve energy quickly more than anybody. But at the same time, you're very quick tempered. So teaching you'll be very good with teaching. You'll be very good with kids. But also you can get into it with your siblings and with your environment and with the people like your brothers and sisters. But also you can teach them because you got a quick mind. You're highly intelligent. I'm talking about highly intelligent. Very smart. So with this, you want to combat people. Sometimes you could think you know and don't know because it's all about your way of doing things. And you don't receive everybody else's way of doing anything. And so you could be the type who could be a great scientist and things like that. And the thing is, you got the persistence and the drive. Because you got Mars as your energy source, which is the energy itself, that strength. It'll help you carry out any thing that you put your mind to. And so your mind is very sacred right here. The mind means a lot. You got to keep your mind active. Like do puzzles, do mind games, play chess. Do things to keep the mind active. And you can't just do one thing. You need a variety. And you need something to talk about, to communicate about, and to express yourself. So you're very adventurous. So whatever your mind think of, like doing, like you want to go to Africa, you want to go to Australia, you're going to do it. Because the Mars give you the energy to take action to do it. So you love to travel and things like that. This is what you love. You love to travel. You like things that's different. You like people that's different. And you like to inspire people with confidence. When you talk with a strong voice. A strong voice that's hard. This is a strong voice. This voice is loud and strong and it's clear where they can hear. And so when you talk, they can feel you in the room. And so you talk clearly, you're a great speaker. So with that being said, you make a great speaker, a great representation or representative for somebody when it comes to speaking. So you can be a motivation speaker and all this here. So yeah, this is Mars in the third house. And so on the downside, you're not a great speaker. On the downside, it's the opposite of everything that I just spoke of. And so boom, you got Mars in the third house. How you think is impulsive and quick and fast. And really, you don't think before you take action. You take action before you think, because your thoughts is so quick and fast and impulsive until you just want to take action because you got the nervous energy running through your body. And so this is Mars in the third house. So this being said, now So, cause Mars is also a Superman, superwoman type energy. So this the energy that want to save people. So the way you communicate, you can be saving somebody, and also you can lie about something. This Mars in the third house, you can lie about something to get your way because you got good game because you're a quick thinker and you learn fast and you think fast. Now, when you got Mars in the fourth house, this makes you the type, sort of like Mars, a Cancer type energy, but makes you more intuitive, more emotional. And Mars don't play good when deals with the water. It makes an explosion, dynamite, very explosive. And so, with this being said, this gives you a lot of energy when it comes to the home life, the family life, the ancestors. You all about the culture, all about your tradition, how you're raised, all about your community, your environment. The family mean a lot. So this is what you'll go to war about. This is what you'll argue about. And this is bring your warrior out right here. All this when dealing with the mother. You protect her, or either you can get in an argument with her until you get yourself right and discipline yourself. Because Mars needs discipline. Without discipline, without Mars calming down and sitting down somewhere and don't just shut up, don't say nothing, and pay attention to his energy. Mars is just so wild. Mars will do almost anything. It's a warrior. It can survive any storm. So when Mars in the fourth house, it will survive the storm and going through it in the community. You might fight some of everybody in your community. Or you might fight those who are in the home. Or you might fight those who are outside of your community who are trying to attack your community. You'll fight those who are trying to attack your family. Or those who are trying to attack your ancestors. So this is what you fight about physically, mentally, or either verbally. You just express it. And so Mars will go wild on anybody who come against its own, because you are protecting yourself because you're very defensive in the moon house. So when Mars got the moon energy intertwined, the mind is fired and it's quick. It's highly intuitive. It can feel energy all around because Mars will put the extra energy to it. It will amplify the energy because Mars go to the screen. So in every house from the first, second, and third to the fourth house, Mars will go to the screen because Mars is a screen energy. Very powerful, very aggressive, and you can't control Mars. So your emotion could be uncontrollable in the fourth house. And so when it comes to the third house, their thinking is uncontrollable. Their voice is uncontrollable. They keep speaking and speaking and speaking. Sometimes they won't even stop and shut up. They irritate somebody in the third house. In the second house, you know what I mean? What they value is uncontrollable. They keep going and going until they just can't stop. And it's part of the first house yourself. Mars it's just your natural placement. Now in the fourth house, back onto the fourth house, Mars love family, love structure, love culture, love to be organized, and love harmony, love peace, and Mars love. So when you don't feel love, you can feel like everybody out to get you. You know what I mean? This is when you will explode and you can fight anybody. You can even self-destruct yourself. So watch out for that. Self-destruction is when you go against those who fight you when you think they're against you when they're actually not against you. Because your emotions say that, the way you feel. Sometimes your feeling is not accurate according to the way you think. So if you're thinking in the right mind, your feelings will be accurate and you can be able to be the best psychic. Because you can pick up on energy. You could be a great clairvoyant person who can read people through feelings and through sensing people emotions and sensing things through your body because you'll understand it. But if you're not aligned and balanced, you like a wild spirit. You just snap it on everybody, explosive. You don't mess up every hand that you got because what you got to understand is you naturally nurturing, naturally caring. You done did a lot for a lot of people. You done did a lot of good. You don't have to prove yourself because it shows. Sometimes you go to the screen and beyond and do this and do that for people when you already do too much for people. You do more than anybody because this is a good placement. So this is that love. This is that balance of which is masculine and female energy, true love. And so your love is shown every day. This by you being an example of what love is. You don't have to need approval for others. And you just don't want to sit there and see people hurt. You like to heal and help people. So you naturally a healer because you got good solutions and you listen to your intuition more than anything, but you also have the intelligence. So with it being said, you can see things before others. And this is a superpower, a gift when you got Mars in the fourth house. So take the superpowers as clairvoyance and use it for healing, and also use it for being an example of love and show people the way, because you're the mother energy. We got Mars in the fourth house. This is the mother bear. She will take care of her children, which is the world as a whole, and all those who need it. And so with this placement right here, you would do good by doing work in the home, or doing real estate, or doing things that deals with cooking, or deal with food, or restaurants, or anything that deals with being in a building. It could be any building, because it feel like anywhere it feel like home. And anywhere you comfortable is how you scribe. So you like to be mostly in the home, or in a comfortable environment around people that you familiar with. It's all about the familiar bonds. We got Mars in the fourth house. Now, when you got Mars in the house of the sun, this is the life force that's added to the father. This is that father who's over all energy, which is the sun. So the sun loves to have fun. So when you add Mars into it, it's going to amplify everything that the sun is about. It's the house of Leo. And so you're going to basically, it's going to amplify the Leo, where Leo don't need no approval. You're going to do everything anyway because you don't care what nobody think for real. You think that Leo don't care, and sometimes Leo need approval. When you got Mars here, you don't need approval. You're just going to go get it. And whatever you want, you're going to go get it. And sometimes you can be too selfish, so watch out for that. This is that good energy that's very entertaining, very expressive, and you entertain anybody. You hypnotize people with your charm, with your beauty, and because you definitely got the magnetic force that people thrive to, that sexual energy that everybody just love. Like Mars in the fourth house is very sexual, but it's about who they're close to, who they can feel comfortable with and bond with, is who they have sex with. But they energy sex drive is very high. So, but in this house, the way you express yourself, you just don't care. You put it out there, you perform it. You perform in front of the audience. If you can get naked in front of the audience and perform, you will. If you can have sex in the audience, you will. It's according to how your energy is, if it's balanced or not. But as a whole, you don't care, period. But it's for you to have some discipline about yourself, because this could be a so-called wild spirit right here. Because this is a powerful energy. So you do good when you lead organizations, or you lead anybody, and you take the role of being a leader. So you don't do good as laid back sitting there, because you won't get involved in nothing. You don't even care about that organization or that structure unless you are in a leading position, unless you're part of being a leader. So this is what you need, and you're very good at being creative and express yourself in a creative way. So you definitely a creative artist, and you create your reality. So whatever you think, you can achieve, because you very got the ambitious, you got the drive to achieve anything. And the thing is, you definitely the go-getter in this house. This house is all about fun. This house is all about the kids. So you will protect the kids, not only your kids, but any kids. You don't like child pedophilia, period. You crush anybody that's a part of child pedophilia. You know what I mean? And so you protect the kids. If you don't protect the kids, you'll be the type who go against the kids. So watch out for that. Make sure that you be on the positive side, the upside, where you be the protector of the weak, and not be the prey of the weak, and not fall to be weak, where you have a weak mind, where you don't want to protect those who need it. Because you're here to do that. You're here to be their protector, their inspiration, their motivator. You definitely inspire people. You can't see nobody talking about I can't. Just like Mars energy itself is it can't see their weaknesses. I can't. It's always I can with Mars energy. You definitely in this house. You definitely is I can, because you know you could. It's all about the way you express yourself. You're gonna do it big. It's all about you gonna spend. In this house here, you're gonna spend. You're gonna do it big. It's all about your hobby. And the media, you have no problem. You have no, because you want to be the center, the spotlight of all attentions, and you can get jealous behind somebody else taking your spotlight. So watch out for that. So when you got Mars in the house of the sun, this is one of the best places, because you live by your heart, and your heart is very strong. It's all about your emotions. So you got an intuitive expression. You express yourself intuitively. You carry yourself by your intuition. I know. You know how to move. You know how to operate. You know what you know, and nobody can change that. You know what I mean? But don't try not to. I don't like to say don't, but don't try not to have your heart too caught up and think you knowing everything without accepting other people's opinions or listen to anybody else, because you can be so selfish. And basically, people talking that noise, you don't even care what they think anyway. You don't care what people say. You don't fall into what people say because you know you it. So you can be conceited in this house when you got Mars in the Sun house. So carry out the traits as be creative, do your hobbies, and you're very sensual right here. And so your senses matter, what you taste, what you smell, what you touch. All your senses matter in this house. You would carry it out. So you experience something new every time. You don't like the same old, same old. You don't like to be bored. So in this house here, you would carry it out as a leader. You know what I mean? You could be the ultimate leader because you're here to lead. Now you got Mars in the 6th house, and this is the house of Virgo. When you got Mars in the house of Virgo, you're the health nut. Work out, run around. You like to be healthy all around. And if you're not healthy, sooner or later you would get into being a health nut, because this what Mars is focused on when it's in the house of Mercury, Mercury Earth. Mercury Earth want to carry it out. So the knowledge that you apply as the Virgo house, you definitely would carry it out. And the way you carry it out, you won't lack the confidence, because in this house here, you got confidence, you got script. This the combative warrior house of Virgo. This is the warrior expression. The way you express yourself will be intellectual and smart. But the planner, the advisor, the counselor, the one who serve and help people. So just like you like to do small things as the regular Virgo, you would do it big in this house. You would do it for some of everybody, because this Mars go to the screen in this house. Mars will go to the screen. It will help till it can't help no more. We got so much energy in this house. So Mars will work somebody back out. Very military orient or organized structure. But also you can be wild. The same thing. You can be wild and think outside of the box and don't care. So you know how to move in this house, because you got the energy to know how to move in the Virgo house as a thinker, highly intuitive, intellectual, and definitely empathic through your earthly body. Because it's the earth. So it's all about your care. You always worry about your care. So you can be very nervous going through it, because you're nervous about this, you're nervous about that. So watch out for that. But Virgo love to help people on the humanitarian level. They love to serve people for the greater good. And so Virgo always seeking the truth. So when you got this house here, love the truth, you will dissect the cold thing and bring out the truth. But when you bring the truth out, you bring facts. This house love facts and evidence and proof. And so you just can't say anything. Nobody could say anything to you, because they got to show it. They got to show the proof. And as long as they got proof, that's the only way they can really convince you. They can't convince you just through talking. And so this let you know when you got Mars in you, that you don't all the time need to go by proof, because the proof is within you, because it's your strength, your energy. You need to rely on your intuition. That's fire. In your empathic body. This is what you need to rely on sometimes. So it's a balance right here. When you got Mars and Mercury, the Earth. This is Mercury, Earth. So you got Mars, more fire to amplify the way you think. So the way you express yourself can be very blunt and very vicious. You think that Virgo is critical. When you got Mars in there, this can be the type that when Virgo can do it smoothly, but you the type who can do it very cruel, very crucial, and come strong and really chop somebody down with that voice. And you got many ways of doing it, and you can actually fight. Just like Mars in general like to fight, like the 1st house, 2nd house, like to fight. So do you. All the Earth houses definitely will use them hands. You know what I mean? Because it's all about the earthly way, applying this shit. So you apply whatever you know, and you just know what you know. You confident. You stand strong on your intelligence, your intellect, and you like anything that's intellectual. Anybody come against your thoughts, and this is when they will have trouble. If nobody let you get out what you have to say, this is what you will hold against other people, because what you're saying is very important, and you want to express yourself, and you want people to respect that. You want people to express, because your achievement deals with communication, would deal with the intellect, the mind, dissecting to bring something new and helping to serve people. Your achievement would deal with bringing new science to the world and things of that matter, bring something new. And so your achievement is you showing people you are the expert, you are it, and you're the source. And your achievement will be when you help somebody and you see people do good, because it's all about self-help with you, self-help, self-love in this house. So helping people is very important in this house, in the house of Virgo. Now, we got Mars in the house of Libra. Mars in the house of Libra, which is Venus air. It's the cardinal house, the house of relationships. So Mars can relate. Mars can relate to him, her, him, everybody. So the way Mars relate is impulsive. The way Mars relate is energetic. The way Mars relate is very excited and enthusiastic, very hyper-like energy. And so you can relate to people, places, and things. And so anybody who come against you like combat when it comes to the mind, because this is the Venus, the mind house. So this deal with Venus in the mind. So you can relate to people, and you can go to war about things that deal with combat mentally. Like you like to argument, you like to debate, and people got to prove their truth, and they can't prove it. And you love because you're so smart. You love like when people come against you and they can't compete because you know they can't compete because you already know what they're thinking and you already know what they're saying because you can read their mind easily. You definitely an empath. You're the air, the mental empath. The mental empath where you can pick up on people's thoughts and you can read their mind. You just know what a person gonna say. You know what they're gonna do. And you can also can be more clairvoyant too right here because the fire itself is intuitive and this makes you a good seer. The fire deal with going forward, the future, so you can be able to see. So we got Venus, air. Air is the mind anyway. The air always imagine anyway. So that makes you a clairvoyance empath where you get quick images in your mind of seeing pictures and views, like get quick flashes. Like you might see a quick flash of an elephant, a quick flash of your friend, a quick flash in your mind. So in this house here, when you got Mars in the Libra house, it's all about relating. And so you make a great healer, a great psychologist, a great dancer, a great artist, and things of that nature. And the reason why it would be great because Mars give you the extra energy, life force. So it bring balance in this house. Anytime Mars is with Venus, it brings great balance because Venus is that female energy and Mars is that aggressor. So this balance here, as soon as you balance out, you will win in this house. Balance out your thoughts, balance out your actions, and don't only let it be this action. Sit back sometimes because some of it is mentally. So you good at being a cool operator, smooth, but they're going to see the other side too where you can explode like a dynamite. In any house, Mars can explode, but it depends on what it explode on. What you explode on is about relationships. It'd be about relationship, like it'd be like over your girlfriend and over your husband or over your wife. I'm speaking of male or female in this house. If it's your husband or your wife, I'm speaking of male or female. But it could be about relationships. It's going to be something about relationship. And you can start stuff when it comes to relationship because you're so boring and got nothing to do. But even though you start stuff, you're still a diplomat, or you can cause peace. You still bring peace, even though you done started something. So watch out for that. So you got Mars in this house. You are the superhero when it comes to justice. Because you're the one who's going to get that injustice by any means. And you're a great planner, a good planner. It's all about bringing the justice to the injustice. So anybody who are wrong for so long and it way up too high, you'll bring justice to them and have no mercy to them. But those who did the petty stuff to you, you will let go. But those who did stuff that's so high and above that you can't forgive, they in trouble because you're a fighter for that. And you will also die for that. Because in this house here, it's about bringing justice. It's about the balance. So living in your truth is very important. Being honest is very important right here. So you must live in truth, and this is how you win. Because if you don't live in truth, that means that you will go through a lot of things. So long as you balance, the science of your heart won't mess with you. So this will make you an empath because you can feel people's energy. It's the fire that's within you, the light. It's the light energy. So it's very strong though. So stand on your strength. Stand in truth and righteous and continue to keep the environment calm and peaceful. That's why they need people like you. We got Mars and Libra because so you would take action like a Libra. You would think like a Libra, but you would do it in a tense way, in a strong way. You're more than a Libra. So that's what I'm saying. Not only would you think like a Libra, you would carry out your ways will be just like a Libra because this is the house of a Libra. So debating, coming up with new ideas, new thoughts, creating new ways of how to do things. It's simple to you. Being your own trendsetter, where people follow you, being a natural leader is a part of who you are in this house. Now, When we got Mars in the house of Scorpio, Mars is comfortable here because the original planet of Scorpio is Mars. So we got Mars in the water house, and this house here that's fixed. Mars is fixing his ways right here. Mars is definitely the hunter right here. So Mars is the hunter. Mars is the one who always searching. Mars can express his sexuality to the highest right here. And Mars know how to have sex and know everything about sex. Mars is the expert of sex in this house. But Mars also is the warrior when it comes to researching and decoding things and cracking the code. Because Mars love that. What Mars get fired up about? Your Mars. I said your Mars. Your warrior spirit get fired up about is researching and discovering something new and discovering things that you don't know. And this is what you be excited about. While everybody having fun, like the fifth house or Mars in the fifth house, your fun is trying to find out the mysteries of whatever that you're trying to solve. So you make a great problem solver. You're definitely a medium where you channel energy through your body. Because Pluto deal with power, so you got Mars power. This is that I am power. I am power. Because Mars deal with I am. So you are power in this house. So power means a lot. You will crash with other authority figures. Just like Mars in the fifth house. You will crash with other people who are authority figures and stuff like that. And you will go through it like with male figures and stuff like that. Or those who in power. Because this is the house of Pluto. The house of power. I am. So with Mars in this house, it's I am power. I am power. And so in this house here, it's all about that second the code and bringing out the truth. The truth, it means a lot to you. And when you bring out the truth and you that second you the code, you expose it to the world because you deal with protecting your family, your home. And all those you love, you protect. You would definitely protect, and you also would die for. Because it's the warrior spirit. Because in this house here, it like nothing but toughness. This house is like nothing but tough people, tough places, tough things. It don't like nothing all that whining, all that crying, all that complaining. This house don't like that. This house don't like weakness, period. Because you got Mars in the house of Pluto. This is the house of power. So this is the eighth house. So Pluto is the house that like to transform. Like whatever you went through in your early years, you transform to be a better person. Pluto always trying to be better. So in this house here, you always trying to be better. You always growing. You always changing. Like 1 minute you might feel like you're a doctor, and 1 minute you might feel like you're a scientist. Then 1 minute you want to elevate to something that's even bigger. You always want to elevate. And this house is about transformation. It's all about change. So in this house here, you want to feel like somebody. You don't stay the same because you get bored too quickly. And plus you always transforming. So this is the house of transforming. Now, and this house is so super smart, it's a shame. This house can see through lies and deceptions and truth. And this house don't like fakeness. It's like the truth, it's like the light, it's like the real. So this house here, you got to be ready for this house. This is the house of power. Now, this is Mars in the house in the eighth house, which is Pluto. So Mars like stuff like scientific stuff, astrology, numerology. Mars love it. Because Mars, this is something different. It's not the same as the normal. And so Mars love this house. Because Mars know how to interact with the Pluto energy. Because Mars is part of Pluto. So Mars do good. Mars get Pluto energy. It's already, Pluto is it's already power. So this makes it amplify power. Highly powerful. So boom, you're so attractive to people see your power. They're like, ooh, this girl or dude is powerful. They can see it. They can see it in your eyes, the way you stare. Nobody won't try you up all type of ways because they see it in your eyes. They can see the power. Not only when they see the power, they can see the sex symbol in your eyes, how powerful you are. So you got Mars in the house, in the eighth house. Now, when you got Mars in the house Sagittarius, which is the ninth house, Mars right here, Mars like knowledge. So Mars love knowledge in this house. You worry about knowledge and about exploring things and trying something new. And you'll worry about Mars could be playful right here, and Mars could be a kid right here. So Mars love to learn. Mars is the student right here, always picking up on energy. You the warrior who always observe and pick up on information. So you can see the big picture. You clairvoyance. So right here, Mars can see what is what. And not only Mars can see, Mars will carry it out through action. So Mars is the energy that's very useful right here. You look so young and so beautiful and so lovely right here. And you got the young spirit you can fit in, even if you're older. older person, you can fit in with young people, period. Because you got the wisdom. So you're adaptable to all cultures, to all people. And you know how to interact with all people, all cultures. You got knowledge from everywhere. The thing is, no matter what knowledge that you listen to, because you will listen to everybody's points of view, and you love that, but you still stand on your own. You stand on your own points of view, regardless of all the information you listen to. You can listen to those who Christians, who Muslims, every religion, and every spiritual faith. You can listen to them, but that don't mean that you're gonna fall a victim to it. You just like to hear everybody's points of view. And so this is the house that love to grow, love to learn. When you got Mars in the house of Jupiter, which is the ninth house, this house love to be not only the student but the teacher. This house makes a great teacher because this house got wisdom. So when you get older, you have the ultimate wisdom. So Mars is very active right here. I always want to go to different cities, different towns, and learn about it and teach about it. And this is the house that Mars love. So Mars right here love to have fun and know how to have fun. You be the first one to crank it up because it's all about life in this house, all about life. Just like Mars in the seventh house, Libra, you all about life when you got Mars in the ninth house too. All about life, all about living, all about dancing, all about moving and grooving and music, and all about fun, excitement, all about tasting the newest food and creating your own fashion and being a free spirit. So anybody try to box you down, that's when they're gonna have a problem. You'll fight for your freedom. You'll fight when somebody try to pin you down. You'll fight for that. You'll fight for anybody who try to pin you down right here because you're mutable, you're adaptable, you're like a chameleon. So you're a free spirit. You don't like to be boxed in no situation. So you got Mars in the ninth house. You are the ultimate fighter when it comes to freedom. Not only your freedom, but other people's freedom too. So you got Mars in this house. That's how you operate. That's how you move. And you deal with the ultimate thinking, wisdom, intellectual knowledge, and stuff like that. Knowledge itself. This is the house for that knowledge. This is the house for information. This is the house for education. So anything that give you knowledge, which means education, the library, this is the house for that. The universal library, records, and things of that nature. So you the type who just knows, and you love a good debate. You love a good debate. And so in this house here, you make a great judge, a great lawyer, just like Mars in the seventh house also will be the same, like judges and lawyer. So is Mars in the ninth house. So Mars in the ninth house, in the house of Sag, you got the Sag energy. I am what? I am Sag. I am Jupiter. I am expansion. I am growth. I am wisdom. I am universal love, universal knowledge. So this is the house for that. This is the house. But on the downside, you can be superficial, can't complete a task, be so aggressive till you destroy yourself, think you know and don't know. Because in this house is I know, but also I see. It's I see. You can see but can't see. That's when your energy is blocked and when you're down. You could be living an illusion and living a fantasy because you like to imagine. Your imagination can help you because you the ultimate clairvoyant. You stay in your imaginary world, but as long as you get out your imaginary world, you'll win. And Mars give you the energy to do that. Now you got Mars in the house of Capricorn, which is Saturn. Mars love this place because Mars is organized. Mars become its best self. Because whatever Mars went through, it teach Mars. And Mars learned in this house, which is Saturn. So we got the house of Saturn, which is Capricorn. Mars is all about handling its business and its responsibility. Mars is all about a goal and its careers. Just like Mars in the fifth house of Leo, about goals and careers and will do anything to accomplish it. So in this house too. But in this house, Mars is organized. Mars know how to maintain itself even though it's aggressive. So Mars know how to maintain itself in a cool like manner. But got a lot of aggressive fire in there. Only those who close to you would know. Family orient. Because you know how to carry yourself. Public image means a lot. You know how to carry yourself in the public. So you want recognition for your work, recognition for whatever you're good at, recognition for your talents and your gift. And so you definitely are intuitive when it comes to business, when it comes to structures, when it comes to leading anything, any organization, any structures. You're good at that. You know how to lead a group. And so you know how to bring prosperity to whoever group or anything that you touch. You know how to get money in all type of ways. You're a leader when it comes to business and it comes to having things. And when it comes to being that ultimate mechanic, a fixer of life. So you're a fixer. You know how to help fix a person's life, which means you know practical ways of people to heal, practical solutions to solve a problem. So in this house here, you got Mars in this house. You're the ultimate fixer and the organizer, the planner, the one who carry out the plans, the one who apply knowledge or whatever you learn that you can use in a practical way. But knowledge that you can't use or that don't make sense to you, you just throw that out the window. But so you the type who apply. It's I apply in this house, and this is the house of achievement. So I am achievement. I am success. So you the type who will have money, who will have finances, who finances will be tight, and you will know how to budget, unless unless you let your Mars energy take the best and you spend everything. But when you do spend, you're gonna spend big. You're gonna do it big, big, big. Because Cap don't play. Cap want to be the best in everything, and Cap want to do it big, especially when it comes to finances and money. Capricorn love money. So right here in this house, you gonna go get it business wise. You be the ultimate provider. You want to be the provider. You're going to be the provider. So that's no ifs, ands, or buts. Capricorn got like that father energy. So you're gonna be like that old wisdom about what you went through. You can tell people stories about practical ways about what you went through in life. So in this house here, this is what it's about in Capricorn energy. I achieve, I will. I'm the mechanic, I'm the fixer, and you the problem solver. And you got ways that's practical, solutions that's reality based. So in this house here, you know how to survive any situation, and you can show people how to survive when you got Mars and Capricorn. So you could be the ultimate leader, world leader, and that's what you like to be. You like to be the leader over some of everybody, if you could, because it's all about recognition right here. You want your achievement. You like when people say you achieve. And so if you don't, you would take it, because Mars would take it. Mars is a warrior. Not only Mars, if you don't give to Mars, Mars would take it and earn this respect. So you would show it and improve it through whatever you got to do. You work hard. You definitely hard work. You work extra hard when you got Mars here. So Mars love this house because Mars can achieve. Mars can do what it want to do as far as achievement and being successful in this house. So Mars going to get his recognition. Now you got Mars in the house of Uranus, which is Aquarius, the 11th house. You got Mars who think differently. Mars who like different people, who like different stuff. Like you don't watch the normal like stuff on TV. You don't watch things that's different. And you're going to do things that's different. Because being the same, it bore you a lot. It bore you. And it's not your true self. So you might go through it because you're acting like somebody else and you're not here to act like somebody else. So you got Mars in the house of Aquarius. You not only is you intuitive, this add fire to your Uranus energy, it makes you highly intuitive. You get downloads information from anywhere. So it's cognitive energy where you get downloads out of nowhere. You just know. I know in this house. I know I am. I know who I am. I know I am eternal fire. So this house here deals with I know. So this Uranus. Uranus is the type who deal with changes. So you'll be good when dealing with changes. Even though you can be fixed, but the change is good for you. You know what I mean? So it's all about change. Things always changing in your life. Things unexpected happen because Aquarius deal with unexpected energy where you just didn't know. Aquarius like surprise, but also can be surprised in this house. And so when you got Mars here, Mars is a warrior about creating something new, or trying something new. Mars is a warrior about taking its independence in this house. Because this house is independent, don't like to be held down, just like Mars in the 9th house. Mars in 11 the same. Don't like to be held down by nothing. And so when somebody try to box you and trap you, you gone. Or you'll fight for it. And you'll fight for your freedom, but you'll fight for people's freedom on a global scale, on a global level. But not only like a regular Sagittarius be on humanitarian issues and talk about it and say, oh, this wrong and this shouldn't happen. We got Mars here, you actually do something about it. Right here, Mars make you do something about it to fix the problem. Whatever solution that you could come up with when it comes to humanitarian level, because the 7th house is also, we got Libra house, also the house of humanitarian and people, the people house, where Libras will do something for the masses as the whole. You also in the 11th house will take action when it comes to the people. Same thing as the 7th house. Will do something when it comes to the people. You fight for the people. You love the people. You see things as a global level as a whole. So you'll do what it takes to fight for people right so they can win their freedom. You definitely freedom lover. So Mars and the house of Libra do the same. So will you. You definitely go hard on a global level. You will fight because you the rebel. So you rebel against people's thoughts out of nowhere. I mean, you rebel just for the sake of it. Just rebel. Yeah, so because you like things that's different. You don't like people come with the same old thoughts because you know there's another way. You always come up with different ways of thinking, different solutions, and get ideas from everywhere. Because you got Mars in the house of uniqueness. So your style is unique. People are always watching you. They need people like you who come up with new ways to solve problems, new science, new philosophy, new technology, new advancement. This is the house of bringing the truth, exposing the truth, and bringing the truth. The house that speak the truth and love the truth. This is the house that can see through anybody. So people come with that fakeness is I know you. I know you. I know you. It's just that confidence knowing. So this is the house with Mars add on to the energy right here. So your sexuality will be high. The way you have sex will be in a different way, unique way. It'll be different, unique, and they will have the most fun of their lifetime because the way you have sex is different than the norm. You might do some of anything. Not only heterosexual, bisexual, you can be homosexual, you can be any sexual. Because this house here, love to experiment, love to explore. Experiment is very important to you. And so in this house, you can do some of anything. And so it's all about being yourself. You love when people be themselves and you like to be yourself in this house. Now we got Mars in the house, in the 12th house, Pisces, the spiritual house, the psychic house. This makes you take action when it comes to things that deals with how you feel. It's how you feel in this house. Because you feel more than the average energy. You feel some of everybody's energy that's all around. You feel his energy, her energy. You feel my energy. In this house here, you feel energy. So you get energy come from everywhere. And so you got to be careful not to be a martyr because you take on people's energy. Because this house will fight right here. Because you the type of Pisces energy that will fight. You're the fighting fish, the fighting water. And you will fight for what? You'll fight for those who is the underdog. Those, even if a person wasn't right, you will fight for it. So you got to watch out for that. Because you'll fight for the underdog because they're the underdog. Because everybody against them. And so you don't even go for those who winning. You like to go for the underdogs. Those who have no winning. You like to help the weak. And so you like to help people in general. You like going to environments that's lower standards or lower vibration. You know you're a higher vibration. You like to go to environments that's lower vibration. And so you might get a partner who have lower vibrations. But you will show your love because it's about unconditional love. You do anything for your partner. You show it through your actions. And your love, you feel like this love because this is how your emotions feel. This is your divine self. You do anything for your partner. You help change and rearrange your whole partner or wardrobe or house, and you even get them a car. You do almost anything for your partner because you go to the screen when they deal with love because your love is unconditional, which means that you help the homeless, you help the poor, you help people who trying to rip you off who appear to be homeless, and even you help them and they might rip you off. And so you got to watch out for all of that because you the ultimate psychic though. You can see what is wrong with a person. You can see if a person going through it and you can feel it. So it's better for you to tune into your psychic self awareness because you could be the most psychic sign out of all the water signs. But there's no water sign more psychic than the other. But you got all of the gifts if you tune into it. You're definitely going to feel. And you definitely intuitive when you live by your own soul because you're the free spirit. It's like to roam and go here and go anywhere because the spirit like to float. The spirit go through walls. The spirit go to different places that people are scared to go to. The spirit can go to any world, the underworld. It can go to reality. So you in both worlds. You in the spiritual realm and you're on the earthly plane. So it's best for you to not always live in your dreamy mind because you're very dreamy. And not to always fantasize all the time. And if you do fantasize a dream, to use your psychic vision of what is. Because you can take your imaginative mind and put it into practical use. Like whatever you visualize, you can manifest it. Because this is the house of manifestation through the spiritual planes, through the mind. So, or the emotions. You can manifest through your emotions. When you think of something with good intents. You can manifest your reality through the spiritual realm. But you also can see things that other people can't see. And so that makes you a good psychic. When you on the upside, on the downside, you can be one of the most dumbest person there is because your energy is blocked. So you don't know how to move. Because you're so sensitive. You get so snappish and so emotional to everything somebody say. You get snappish and emotional. They want to fight about this. Because you got Mars and Pisces, you're the type who will fight. You will fight by pouting. You will fight in all type of ways. You will fight. You never know what you will get because it's dealing with emotions. And so you will fight when you got Mars in this house because you'll be very explosive. As soon as somebody say something to you, hey, you go to snap it, hey, all that crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? To say anything. And nobody really meant no harm. They were just trying to enlighten you on something. And you say, and you just go to snapping. Why you can just go to snapping, you know what I mean? So watch out for that. Watch out for that. Because you can go to snapping about this, snapping about that. And people ain't meant no harm. You know what I mean? So for you, it's for you to watch out for addiction, which is alcohol, drugs, all of that there. Because Pisces is good for that. Because they all escapists. Because the situations, because they all picking up on energy all around. So they try to avoid situations that's going on. Because they can walk into the building just like Mars in the 4th house and Mars in the 8th house. So is Mars in the 4th house where they can just walk up in the building and feel everybody's energy and know if the energy feel good or bad. And if it don't feel good, they can be escapists because they're trying to escape how the energy feel. So they always trying to find ways to get over what is. And what is the truth. See, of how everything feel. If it feel bad, they want to drink them some liquor or something. Or drink them, or smoke some weed or something. So they can get over the way they feel. Or have so much sex. They have the pleasure of feeling. Because it's the house of creativity. So it makes you super creative. You can be a designer, artist, musician, photography, filmmaking. You get into any of that. So because you love films, you love movies, you love entertainment when it comes to your sensual pleasures. So you're very sensual right here. So pleasure fulfilling is part of who you are. So it's the way you utilize your pleasure fulfilling energy or your hormone energy, which is like the 7 houses within your body. It's how you win. So you as the master, you will be the master over the spiritual realm once you are balanced. Because this is the home of meditation. Pisces, the house, the 12th house. The home of reflection. The home of self-mastery. So you can master yourself and become a spiritual master, healer, a teacher. Because it's the house that love astrology, all forms of divination. So anything to do with healing, divination, astrology, numerology, anything to do with psychics, yes. Because this house makes psychics. So you can see things that other people don't see, even talk to spirits. You can be a medium. You can utilize this power to help people in all ways and all forms without taking all their money. Because you the house that really don't like money. You like to help people anyway and be generous. So you got to know when to stop giving so much. Because you give your heart, you give your soul, you give everything. So stop being so generous to everyone who ain't for your benefit, who ain't for your good. Because everybody ain't good for you. Because this house is the most generous out of all houses. Love to give. Give your time. Love to give to people in general. And so when people don't return it, you can't get mad in this house because you're the one who gave it. And next thing you know, they take advantage of you. So this could be a weakness too in this house if you're not balanced. So this is Mars in the 12th house. And in this house here, you can be one of the strongest persons on the planet who can manifest spiritually and who can have universal love everywhere. Because this house is universal love, mastery, in the spiritual realm. So you can be the most powerful psychic, the most powerful person on the planet once you're balanced and you're in tune. So this is Neptune, the word tune. So when you get yourself right, you'll win and nobody can stop your powers. This is the energy that demons can't even stop when you on the upside. It's because you become a part of God and you become God-like in that realm of thinking. So with this being said, as I can't let bring you this light, keep doing what you do. I don't represent all the houses. It went down. So rewind. Go back and forth. Rewind until you learn it. Because I always going deep and going a little differently. So this is what it be. You're a warrior when it comes to spiritual realm in the 12th house. And this is what it be. Ashe.